Yo, what is going on, YouTube, man? What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Thank you guys for rocking with me today, man. Today, we're diving in and checking out some Rikki. Don't lose that number, man. This is a new one for me. This one's been suggested for a long time on the channel, but there's a lot of Steely Dan that's been suggested, so it's taken me this long to get around to Rikki, don't lose that number, but that's because there's been a trove of information with Steely Dan and songs that people wanted me to check out. But we're finally here, guys. We're finally here, man. Haven't heard this one before, so this is the first time right here. Appreciate you guys rocking with me today, and I'm here because of y'all, man. Thank you so much. So let's go ahead and hit that play. Before I do, don't forget to like, subscribe, and check out that description right now if you guys are enjoying the channel. All right, appreciate you guys, man. Let's hit the play, see what's going on. Steely Dan always do something different, man.
We hear you're leaving, that's okay. I thought our little wild time had just begun. I guess you kinda scared yourself, you turn and run. But if you have a change of heart, Rikki, don't lose that number. You don't wanna call nobody else. Send it off in a letter to yourself. Rikki, don't lose that number. It's the only one you want. You might use it if you feel better when you get home.
Oh, don't know. You might want to work your way back to me. You don't know.
I have a friend in town, he's heard your name.
Them keys.
We can go out driving on slow hand road.
Wow.
We could stay inside and play games, I don't know. And you could have a change of heart. Rikki, don't lose that number. You don't wanna call nobody else.
Different vibes.
Send it off in a letter to yourself. Rikki, don't lose that number. It's the only one you want. You might use it if you feel better when you get home.
Then just chill again. Bro, they hitting different strides throughout this song. Oh, yeah.
You tell yourself you're not my kind, but you don't even know your mind. And you could have a change of heart. Rikki, don't lose that number. You don't wanna call nobody else. Send it off in a letter to yourself. Rikki, don't lose that number. It's the only one you want. You might use it if you feel better when you get home. don't lose that number.
Dang,
Ricky don't lose that number. Ricky don't lose that number.
Steely Dan, they might be. I don't want to jump the gun, but it's pretty safe to say. I'm not jumping the gun, there's other contenders, but they might be the most diverse band I listen to on the channel. They might be, and I've listened to quite a bit of Steely Dan, but there's not many people that are competing with them when it comes to diversity. When I listen to a Steely Dan song, you could take somebody that doesn't know Steely Dan, right? You take me at the start of this channel, before I ever started diving into Steely Dan and trying to figure out some about them. And you could have gave me probably about 5 different Steely Dan songs that I've heard here on the channel, and I wouldn't have guessed it was the same band. They're so diverse, and they're so good, but it's the diversity that shocks me still sitting here thinking about it. Like, dude, I listen to Steely Dan, and I'm this far into my journey, and they just can adapt and change their sound. Probably a band I've heard a lot about doing that was like the Beatles, but that's usually like album to album, right? I think. I don't know. I'm talking from just what I think I've heard. I don't know. But Steely Dan, man, these guys are very diverse. They're amazing, man. I loved the solo section of this, just the keys and the piano dancing on top of the bass and the drums, everything else, man, fantastic. The song, they're talking about Ricky don't lose that number, man. This is a situation where they're hanging up the coat, they're out, but he's just saying, hey, you don't know. You might want me back. I think you're going to want me back. Save that number. Mail it to yourself if you have to. But I think you're going to use it because when you want to give a call, you ain't going to want nobody else but me. He's holding on to hopes that this is going to mend itself out. The situation ain't over. That's the vibes I was getting right here, man. But the music, man, they're a music box, man. These guys just have so much in the chest. I'm still surprised. I'm just like, dang, how is it every time I listen to you, you're great, but you sound different like every time. It's dope, man. Dope stuff right here with Steely Dan and Ricky. Don't lose that number. Let's hop into the dive on this. All right, with this one, we got Ricky, Don't Lose That Number right here, released by Steely Dan off their Pretzel Logic album. And this one was released in 1974, all right? Songwriters on this one is Walter Becker and Donald Fagen. It says it was released in 1974 by the rock jazz group Steely Dan, and the opening track of this album right here was the most successful single of the group's career, peaking at number 4 on the Billboard Hot 100. I didn't know that, man. This turns out their most successful single. The song features Jim Gordon on drums, as does the bulk of Pretzel Logic album. The guitar solo is by Jeff "Skunk" Baxter, who soon after joined the Doobie Brothers. Wow, didn't know that, but Jeff "Skunk" Baxter, man, he tore that thing up, man. Victor Feldman's Flapamba introduction to the song, which opens the album, is cut from the original ABC single version. I was wondering what that was going on. I probably didn't even pronounce it right, but there we go. The introductory riff is an almost direct copy of the intro of Horace Silver's jazz classic Song for My Father. So we're going to go on and read this one. It says, appraisal. Reviewing the single for AllMusic, Stuart Mason said, just to clear up a generation's worth of rumors about the lyrics of Ricky Don't Lose That Number, Walter Becker stated for the record in a 1985 interview in the Pages of Musician that the number in question was not slang for marijuana cigarette. Send it off in a letter to yourself, supposedly a way to safely transport one's dope back before the post office abolished general delivery mail, was held up as the key line. And an uncharacteristically forthcoming Donald Fagen has similarly revealed that the Rikki in question was simply a woman he'd had a crush on in college, writer Rikki DeCornet. It says something about Steely Dan's reputation as obscurantist that even a straightforward lost love song like Ricky Don't Lose That Number could be so widely overinterpreted. It's unsurprising that Ricky Don't Lose That Number ended up becoming Steely Dan's biggest commercial hit, as it's one of the group's most gentle and accessible songs. So I didn't know that. Apparently there's a lot of rumors that went around with this song about who Ricky was, and even about whether it was a love song or apparently some slang for a marijuana cigarette, as it states there. So I don't know. I'm sure I'll hear some of that down in the comment sections about maybe what this and that was about. But I don't know if y'all heard this part about the interview, but even then, I don't know. All right, well, I appreciate you guys tuning in with me here today, man. Thank you guys for rocking out with me. I hope y'all enjoyed this one. Once again, let me know more Steely Dan you guys want featured on the channel, man. I'll be looking forward to looking at those suggestions. All right, don't forget to like, subscribe, check out the description. Consider becoming a member here on my YouTube or Patreon for as little as $3. Amazing way to give back and help me out if you guys are enjoying the content, man. Thank you guys so much, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace.